Judge Villanueva, you have 2 minutes, sir. You may proceed when you're ready.
I'll help a bit. Is there anything illegal, improper to that meeting, Mr. Witness?
Wala naman po since
Thank you.
may mga agency naman po na nagtatanong din po sa amin.
Thank you. Sa item 4 ng Feb 1 na AOM na ginawa po ninyo, sabi po ninyo masyadong general ang socio-economic program delivery at hindi ito tinukoy yung specific confidential activities. Ano po yung minimum level na of detail na dapat ay nakasaad po doon sa PFP o yung physical and financial plan upang makapagbigay po ng ito ng tunay na authority at spending limit at hindi naman na inilalantad yung sensitibong operational information?
Based po dun sa joint circular, dapat naka-indicate po dyan yung specific programs, activities and projects po na pagbabasehan ng kanilang confidential disbursement po. Yung specific confidential activities po na kanilang pagbabasehan, since yan po ay plano, dyan po nakabase yung kanilang confidential expenses.
So the PFP is not merely a reporting form.
Yes po. Yan po yung basis for disbursement.
Dapat po bang approve at sufficiently detailed yung PFP bago ilabas o gastusin ang confidential funds? Kung magbigay lamang po ng mas detalyadong paliwanag, for example, pagkatapos magastos yung salapi, maaari po ba nitong retroactively ma-cure ang kakulangan doon sa PFP? Sa original PFP?
Pwedeng pa ulit po ng tanong, Your Honor. Sorry po.
Ulitin ko lang Dapat po bang approved at sufficiently detailed na yung PFP bago ito ilabas o gastusin ang confidential funds? At kung nagbigay po sa pagkakataong ito ng mas detalyadong paliwanag pagkatapos magastos yung salapi, maaari po ba nitong retroactively ma-cure ang kakulangan sa original PFP?
Maaari po, Your Honor.
So maku-cure siya. Ngunit hindi ito nagawa. Kaya po natuloy yung AOM, kaya natuloy dun sa NS.
Yes po.
Nabanggit po ninyo na limitado yung space sa accomplishment report, kaya hindi po maipaliwanag ng ahensya kung ano talaga yung bawat purchase o expense. At dahil dito, tama po ba na hindi dapat ibase lamang ng COA yung kanilang findings doon sa broad labels lamang at kailangan suriin muna ang bawat transaksyon at supporting document?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Doon po sa 82 million na medical and food aid, 20 million na incentives of traveling, sinuri po ba ng COA ang bawat purchase at payment? Alin po dito yung supported at allowable sa ilalim ng item 4.8 at alin naman po ang unsupported o hindi allowable?
Ang pinagbasehan po namin ng findings yan is yung sinamit po nilang documentary evidence of payments po. Doon po namin in-evaluate if compliant ba yung si OBP dun sa requirements ng joint circular.
At alin po yung supported at allowable at yung hindi?
Wala pong data as of this moment po.
So you agree, sir, yung broad labels ng medical and food incentives do not by themselves show the nature.
May apologies, Your Honor, pero yung sinabi niyo po pala na provision of medical and food data, yung payment of incentives or traveling are per se, hindi po siya among the allowable expenses po.
Yun yung tanong ko.
Under 4.8.
Paki-explain nga po pa.
Dahil yung enumeration po under 4.8 na allowable expenses ay exclusive po. So kapag hindi po kasama doon yung kanilang expenditure, hindi na po siya allowed as confidential expenses po.
So yung limited space in the accomplishment report may result in incomplete or overly broad descriptions. Would you agree?
Yes po.
Kaya yung relevant question, Mr. President, is not whether the entire category was allowable or disallowable. The COA should be able to identify, at nabanggit po ng witness natin, to identify the specific transactions and amounts that were supported, unsupported, or outside the allowable purposes.
Yes,
Tama po yun.
Yes po.
Magwawakas lang po ako, Mr. Presiding Officer, by saying, again, and I pounded this a while ago, importante na may independent, verifiable powers ang COA, hindi lamang dun sa documents na sinesend po sa kanila. Just to share my experience when I was in TESDA, before the AOM came out, yung pong scholar, for instance, tinawagan po yung scholar, hindi ho makontak, nagpalit ho ng telephone number. Sabi, ghost na agad. So ang hirap po nun. But dun sa AOM, na-approve, kaya hindi nag-issue ng notice of suspension because natuntun yung scholar. So I hope that is very clear and would help
Thank you,
our
Madam.
Commission on Audit in doing their job more efficiently. Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Senator Judge Lacson, for his interjections, you may proceed when you're ready, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Within 2 minutes.
Thereafter,
Mr.
Senator
Presiding Officer.
Judge Padilla.
What is your level or security clearance level? Top secret being the highest, access sa documents saka information, restricted being the lowest. Meron ka ba security clearance na nag-grant o na-issue para sa'yo?
Wala naman.
Well, you know, I assume na mataas yung security clearance mo kasi ang hinahawakan mo, ino-audit mo, confidential information, confidential funds, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So I wonder why wala ka security clearance. Kasi paano ka mag-audit? Kasi pag may intelligence project, nakabolt yan eh. Lahat ng aliases, yun ang nakalabas. Pero yung tunay na identities corresponding to the aliases, nakabolt. Pag declassified na, terminated na yung program, yung activity o yung project, intelligence project, pwede na ilabas yun kasi declassified na yun. So kung wala kang security clearance, paano ma-access? Yung tulad na sinabi ni Senator Subiri, quarterly, nagpapadala sa Senate President, Speaker of the House, ng intelligence and confidence, paano ginastos? Kasi may oversight powers kami, di ba? So paano ka makakapag-audit properly kung hindi mo alam yung nature ng intelligence project or operation? Kaya kanina tinatanong ko, yung bang evidence of success per activity, ano ba, after surveillance report. And mind you cannot call it successful kung negative yung surveillance. Wala nakita eh, pero gumastos ng pera yon. So would you consider that another topic as a success or evidence of success, maski negative yung resulta ng intelligence information gathering, operation or activity, or yung after surveillance report? So kung walang result, negative, ano yun, hindi successful, hindi pwedeng i-clear?
Nakalagay po kasi yung nature ng item is payment of reward. So dapat
No. Pagka kasi nag-acknowledgement receipt, no? Halimbawa, bumiyahe, meron ding informant yung informant, ginasusan, o bumili ng sigarilyo sa sari-sari store, nagkape, kasi kausap yung informant. Wala ka makitang, oh, thank you, Mr. President.
Kindly wind up, Senator Lacson. Pati ako nabitin eh.
You may just respond na lang. We'll wait for your answer.
Ay, sorry po. Pwedeng pa ulit.
Ulitin ko hindi lahat ng after surveillance report successful. Negative eh. Wala nakita. Pero gumastos. Hindi lahat ng intelligence gathering information successful. Kasi negative. Pero may gastos yun. How would you classify that? Evidence of success ba yun o hindi? These are practical questions kasi galing ako dyan kaya alam ko yung kalakaran.
Opo. That calls for
Yun nga wala ka security clearance kasi. Kasi naka-bolt lahat yan. Pagka intelligence project, naka-bolt. Pag declassified, terminated yung project, saka ilalabas yun. Nandun lahat yung mga tunay na pangalan ng mga aliases.
Opo.
Kumuha ka ng security clearance. Wala nga raw.